Shalom, Bible Reading School, Day 57. Today, we're going to read Jeremiah 26 to 33. Day point. The book of Jeremiah unfolds focusing on the everlasting covenant. The everlasting covenant is the covenant previously established with Abraham 430 years before the law was introduced, and is the covenant with David, which no one can break. The everlasting new covenant is the covenant of grace that Christ will save us, the first advent, cause us to live the life of salvation, Emmanuel, and accomplish perfect salvation, the second coming. First, proclamation of the prophet, Jeremiah 26 to 30. God has sent prophets again and again from the day the Israelites came out of Egypt to this day, but they did not listen to them and became captives of Babylon as a result of the sin of idolatry. The Israelites did not listen to the words of the prophet Jeremiah, who was called to proclaim God's word. Instead, they listened to false prophets and either died or were taken captives to Babylon. We need spiritual discernment in this day and age. It is difficult to discern what is right or wrong if you do not know the word. It is a blessing to listen to the words of the prophets rather than the lies of false prophets, which we want to hear. Second, everlasting new covenant, Jeremiah 31 to 33. The Bible begins with the covenant and ends with the covenant. The Old Covenant makes us God's people through human works by keeping the law that is engraved on the stone tablets. The New Covenant makes us God's people by His grace through faith in Jesus, by the gospel inscribed on tablets of our hearts. The New Covenant is the covenant of the cross, established in the blood of Christ, and is fulfilled when Jesus Christ dies. So the historic New Covenant is fulfilled on the cross at Golgotha, and the personal New Covenant is fulfilled on the cross of grace in the heart of men. Hebrews 10:22. Today's mission: disobedience burns, consumes the covenant, and disobedience burns worldly, lustful, and evil nature. Burn my covetousness.